Tony Patillo, and I majored in computer science. I really got my first inspiration in middle school, where they introduced students for the first time to computer programming. We had to write a small program that accepts some simple inputs and provided some simple outputs. I say simple, but I struggled with this. About 25 minutes in, I was able to get my code running clean with no errors. It produced the results that I wanted. And that was sort of like a light bulb coming on for me. These otherwise inanimate things called computers, that humans had the ability to get those computers to do exactly what we wanted them to do. So I decided that was what I wanted to do with myself. I had a short list of schools in Virginia. Old Dominion University was on the list. One of the things that really appealed to me about Old Dominion was their intentional separation of engineering from computer science. You could see it in their curriculum, and that really aligned with my thinking at the time. You know, one of the more valuable educations that I got early on at ODU was in building, integrating, and deploying modern computing systems. I also got immersed in early communications and networking through their TeletechNet program. This was the university's initial foray into remote learning. TeletechNet extended campus access to folks, to other students that were in and around the Hampton Roads area, and then ultimately to other parts of the state. I did also move from the south side of Hampton Roads to the peninsula, and so I became a student of TeletechNet. I ended up using that very service to support my own studies, and it's been really impressive to see what ODU has done in the way of remote learning since I was there. So I was there from 92 to 96. It was full-time, 40 plus hours a week at work, and full-time student. There were some times in there where I burnt the candle at both ends, but I was a working student. I came from a family of meager means, so I paid my way through school. I was the first in my family to go to college, but I am proud to say that I'm not the only one to graduate. As a full-time student and full-time technologist for Newport News Shipbuilding, I did not have a whole lot of time for other activities. No regrets though, because when I graduated with a healthy resume of experience that I was able to marry up with my degree. I said immediately about putting this new credential, this bachelor's degree in computer science, I set about putting that to use professionally. At the time, I was working in the data center at Newport News Shipbuilding. I was part of the IT organization there. For a while, I had been targeting other senior technology positions at the company. Once I got my degree, it was like, okay, check. I was able to move into those kinds of roles. Ultimately, I was promoted to the manager of the competency center there in the data center. Ultimately, I was wooed by another company in the Northern Virginia area, which is where I'm from originally. I went on to pursue a graduate degree, got a master's degree in information science from Strayer University, while my graduate degree would be useful towards that managerial role later in my career. I really felt like my undergraduate from Old Dominion University had the technical concentration that I needed to really launch my career, launch it in a way that allowed me to demonstrate what I could do, what I could bring to a team, what I could bring to a company. So I'm a senior OU director for Peloton, not to be confused with Peloton. We do not make exercise bikes. What we do is we build, we integrate, and we orchestrate technological capabilities in areas such as outer space, cybersecurity, national defense, homeland security and citizen security, health systems, and U.S. intelligence. Those are the spaces that my company engage in, and our space and intelligence sector support many of the 17 agencies that do intelligence work for the United States, including the big 5 agencies. The operating unit that I'm responsible for has as its primary customer the Defense Intelligence Agency, or DIA. Now, the bulk of what we do is classified, but I can assure you that every day our teams do tremendous things, and they make significant contributions to national security. So I always view data as the star that all of the other planets revolve around. Why it's so important to safeguard data is, when cyber criminals and hackers are out there trying to infiltrate your resources, they're not trying to get to your systems. They're not trying to get to your software. They're not trying to get to your infrastructure. They are trying to get to your data. It's your data that they want. And so it's important that as computer science engineers, when we architect, when we design, when we build, and when we integrate, we always do that with a mindset for data. How to move data, how to use data, and how to protect and safeguard data. Information technology impacts everything, so by default, it touches everyone. I think that's the first thing. The second reason why information technology is so critical, it gets to the speed at which it moves, the speed at which it evolves, the speed at which it advances. Specifically, it tends to move in ways that supersede the world's capacity to keep up with it and be able to predict and assess the downstream impact of it. And we've seen that over the years. We've seen how the introduction of cell phones led to the demise of long distance services, how the introduction of Amazon led to the demise of Kmart and JCPenney and Toys R Us and other retailers that couldn't adapt and evolve quickly enough. We've seen it in the way that Tesla has impacted the automotive and the oil industry. And we're seeing it now with artificial intelligence, machine learning, Chat GPT and the other services, and what those services mean to the future of how we interact, how we legislate, how we defend, how we protect, and quite frankly, how we would even maintain order in a free society. We need responsible people with vision to help us, grow and evolve that over time. That's a call to all of those Old Dominion University computer science students out there. The world needs you. Just wanted to get that in there. Something that stuck with me my whole time at Old Dominion University. I of course met a lot of and worked with a lot of professors there that made different kinds of impressions on me, but I had an opportunity as a freshman to attend a welcome ceremony with Dr. James Cook, who was leading the university at the time that I was there, and had even more fortune to have a sidebar with him one-on-one afterwards. I remember him saying, just always remember that you are here because you belong here. You're here because you put in the effort to get yourself here. You did the work, You had the initiative, and it's all those things that will help take you the rest of the way. And by the rest of the way, he was talking not just about covering the next 4 years and getting your degree, but he was talking about even after that. You already have, and you've already demonstrated what it takes to go the rest of the way just by being here. And that conversation stuck with me. In that moment, I no longer felt like, I was anointed or someone handed me a golden ring and that's why I'm here at Old Dominion University. No, I accepted that, no, I'm here because I earned my right to be here. I worked hard and I made it happen. And if you have the kind of, students attending courses now, I know how tough it can get. I know how taxing the assignments can get. But if you had the initiative to put yourself there, then you have everything you need to take yourself the rest of the way. And just like Dr. Cooper told me, the rest of the way means the rest of your career. You already have what it takes to do this. It just takes belief in yourself.